everyone, Granite Roots here. Starting off our Saturday night with a little bit of a warm-up. We caught these guys coming down from our north camp towards the northeast tower. They're just trying to get away, but we are just going to make sure they know that they are not welcome here. And it's interesting, I often forget when I'm on a heel scrapper tonight, and I guess I don't let that stop me when I should when I'm chasing after other targets. I need to get better at reeling myself in and not overextending. But since I have like a bunch of big brothers and sisters following me, I feel like I can be that younger sibling that can just be rude with impunity, I guess. This was good. We had a big red Zerg up at North Camp. So we come up, and while we're fighting them, you're going to see in a little bit, Blue had followed them up, and we're going to push both out of North Camp. This was a really good fight. Good positioning, good maneuvering. People pretty much stayed together. And we used the well to break line of sight. It's always good to have objects in there so that they can't, projectiles. It's harder for them to target you. So a lot of what we do is using the terrain to our advantage. It's there, you might as well use it. And what's interesting, or a benefit, is since doing this, my roaming PvP has improved with win rate because I'm now also using obstacles and terrain to my advantage. It really makes a big difference. I mean, you can be the best fighter, but if you have better tactics, that's going to give you more advantage than the average Joe. Okay, so we're going to finish off this rabble, and then coming up, and this is one of the reasons too that I really appreciate our commander in this, is he is very good at thinking on his feet. We're going to come around, I'm going to cut a little bit here, just there, Rita, just cut that little bit of time out. You see Blue coming in, and immediately he's going to tell us, hey, let's go around back here so they can't see our numbers. And then, we use stealth a lot, and I really appreciate it. Now, watch me almost go the wrong way. They're coming around the side, go up the ramp, come around, drop down behind them, and we're just going to push them like a hammer into the anvil of the small group of allies that they think is all that's here. So they think they got us outnumbered, or them outnumbered, but we give them a pretty nasty surprise. And they're just going to drop pretty quickly here. We're just going to kind of sit on the downs and just keep pushing them out. Just props to our team, and especially our commander on that one. Thank you very much. And yes, I bragged about our commander, but our team's good. Here's why you don't come out of the water after someone that's on land. They have really not a whole lot of good footing or boons set up. They tried to portal out, or swim out of the water. Next one they're going to portal out. So there's two back-to-back here. And we just keep running back and forth over them. And so I think they got the idea. For this one, they had just swam up to the docks, thought they could roll us, and they didn't. So the next one, they're going to try and portal out. And I love that. The last guy, he just swims out. The other guy right there, let's just be with our buddies. They're already outnumbered, everybody's dying. You got to love that loyalty. Okay, so here we're dropping traps right there because we suspect them to do a portal, and which they do. That was the mesmer came up. He dropped this portal just before he died, past the traps, and we're just gonna hover around that, drop everything we can on there, and see if we can bury them right there. And this has been great too. Over the last, I've been in this guild for, I don't know, maybe 6 months, and since then, one, they've always been great people, very skilled. Two, we've been growing, and we're getting more and more new people every time. So thank you for the veterans, and thank you for the new people. Very well, now here, they didn't see us there. We're going to push them off. It's a smaller group, so don't really do a whole lot of tactics other than roll and bulldoze them off our property. But even though I say not much tactics, it does help. There is a tactics. Everybody commits to that pushing rush. If you have a couple people go and people aren't on the program, then you end up with confusion and possibly a loss to a inferior force as far as numbers go. This, we're going to finish it out with, we were taking opponent's blue garrison, and I'm only just going to keep the clips where they're pushing. This is, we were in and they tried to push and we pushed back. We try to play the port game, which is a good tactic, but we're also going to push him out over here. And I appreciate our spell breakers are dropping the bubbles. Usually that's what I play, but I want to take a break and get back to engineer because I like all the utility engineer has. Alright, so we're back on the Lord. I'm going to cut to the next push. Oh, I forgot about that push in the corner. They grabbed a couple of our guys coming back through the portal. And they're going to try and circle around, but we are going to drop them. And I love Heal Scrap for its burst for cleanses and healing. And I cut out some parts here too where I again do what I accuse myself, squirreling to get downs. That's just how I roll. Alright, this was another push. And again, we're going to roll through that mess so I'm not taking damage, and we'll dodge roll through and then turn around and cleave them out. And you know, they're clouding us here a little bit, but they're gonna move away. Again, I'm gonna cut one more time because the Lord's at half, and then when we get to the final bit, they're going to try and just push in when the ring goes up. You know, short bow on Scrapper is really good. That's where you get your boons from. It's pretty good because by the time you go through some other tools, come back, it's off cooldown. Okay, here's our final push. Good. Props up people to dropping down the barriers and the lines so they couldn't get across. We're going to circle around, ring around the Rosie, and just roll right over. Alright, now this was a fun night. We had some challenging fights for sure. But you know, these are the highlights, and people are still running barrier, but come the 11th, you're going to find the barrier and the illusion of life thing gone, which will be nice. And people might actually have to start using different tactics and roles rather than the cookie cutter stuff they've been running. Well, that's it for our Saturday night run. As I said, Moss Guild is always looking for new peeps. We have been growing. It's been great. If you like good tactics, or if you want to learn, maybe you're new. We like having new people here. We have a lot of great people that can guide and help and support that. We can also have people that can give you tips if you need it. If you're roaming on off hours, when you just like to roam, or there's no one around, you just want to play, and you're kind of forced into roaming, we can help you learn how to win fights on just about any build. Either way, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a most excellent day.